3 years from then. A large maverick has broken out in the Hori 2146 block. What the fuck is that? Go into action immediately. Let's go now. Get a move on. We've been used to living in peace. Since that time, Captain X's eyes have changed and sharpened. I can face enemy now. It will feel this way, as long as I have this saber. I'll do it... Oh, God. I'll do it today, Zero, with you. Oh. Forever, we'll be together, Zero. Lag. Now loading. All right. And that ending was meant to lead into Mega Man Zero. Because they had already started the series at this point, or he had wanted to start the series. I'm not sure if Mega Man Zero had actually come out yet by the time X5 was out. But he had plans for it, and this was the ending of X5 that would have led to Mega Man Zero. And I say the ending of X5 because X5 was really meant to unify the entire Mega Man timeline in a way. Like I said, Mega Man X5 links everything together, and I meant it. There is another ending that links Mega Man X5 to the events of Mega Man Legends, and it was sort of, you know, it was to show that this is the point where it sort of split into two separate timelines. One where you had Mega Man Zero, and the other one where that eventually led to the events of Mega Man Legends. And, you know, it was really meant to just pull everything together and put a cap on, like, the Mega Man and Mega Man X parts of the entire franchise. That didn't happen because they developed Mega Man X6 behind the original creator's back. And that's part of why X6's plot makes no damn sense. As you saw at the very beginning, or at the very ending, rather, of the X5 ending, everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. The entire surface is fine and pristine. It's been 3 years after the final battle of Sigma, you know, after the fight we just fought with Sigma. It's been 3 years since then, and everything's fine. But X6 begins with the entire world pretty much in ruins. That's one of the things that that's one of the reasons why X6 is so utterly retarded. Is because, as far as X6 is concerned, none of this game's endings are canon. None of them match up with what goes on. X6 begins on a ruined world with the wreckage of the colony strewn everywhere. And from there it starts making even less sense. I mean, I would have to make a whole separate video just to go over, you know, why the plot in X6 just makes no damn sense. But as they were making this game, they were developing X6 in parallel behind the creator's back, and that's why it doesn't match up. And the cap of it all is he tried again in X6 to split the timeline so that you know, once he caught wind of X6, they tried again to split the timeline. Ooh. 2 hours, 49 minutes, 9 seconds. Yeah, right. Or is that 2 days, 49 hours, 9 seconds? That's more like it. I mean, damn. See, everything's fine. And it's meant to lead into Mega Man Zero because X has Zero's saber, and at the very beginning of Mega Man Zero, he gives it back to him. And Zero takes place like 100 or so years after the Mega Man X series. But that's why I was saying at the end of X4, you're never going to see a Mega Man X9, is because the timeline is so completely fucked at this point, and there's so much bizarre shit. They've tried ending it so many times that there's just no place for them to start, you know, to start settling all of this weird-ass crap that's cropped up since. And the most weird thing, the most freakiest thing that happened in X6 has been dropped entirely. You know, just to show you how crazy some of this stuff is. The entire point of X6 hinges on a scientist called Gate discovering the Zero virus and turning it into something called the Nightmare virus, which makes these huge, big, flying DNA-looking guys that possess Reploids. And it's this big, huge fucking deal. And the entire plot of the unstable plot of the game surrounds them. But it's never mentioned again. It's never mentioned again. It's never like in passing. It's never mentioned. It's never, you know, none of the gameplay of X6 is ever revisited. You know, X7 is like a clean break from it almost. It's like, okay, we can't figure out a way, you know, this is just too weird. We can't figure out a way past this. So we're just going to like start fresh. And that's what X7 really was. It was an attempt to start fresh. It was kind of a reboot. Didn't work that well. Well, it worked insofar as it succeeded in sort of giving a new start to the Mega Man X franchise. But, you know, insofar as being a good reboot, you know, not that really that great. I mean, if you can't play as the title character of the game, I mean, it was like Metal Gear Solid. They teased Solid Snake, and then, you know, they gave you Raiden. Well, in Mega Man X7, you're completely unable to play as Mega Man X for the first few stages. You know, so you're forced to play as this guy called Axel, and eventually you're able to play as Mega Man. And then, you know, you pretty much stop using Axel altogether. And, yeah. I just, Anyways, I apologize to people who actually like X6. There's a few of you out there, but, you know, Mega Man X6 to me is like, oh, God. It's, like, terrible from a storytelling perspective. It's terrible from a gameplay perspective. It's hard as balls. The game is filled with dick moves against the player. I mean, seriously. The game is just filled with all kinds of weird-ass shit. And the plot... I already said the plot doesn't make sense. Why am I repeating myself? I'm going to stop now before I go into the huge tirade about X6. I've already gone on long enough about it. But there you go, Mega Man X5. I was a little cheap in that final boss fight, I will admit. I was a little cheap in fighting against Sigma, but I got the ultimate armor legit. So, no cheat codes, no nothing. I just got the ultimate armor legit. I only use save states because I'm not fucking with the load and save screen. And, I went through that whole fucking level as regular X and beat Zero as regular X. Okay, I may be save stating. Okay, you know this. But, you know, beating the bosses is all me. Beating the levels is all me. So there. I'm not using any cheat codes to augment myself, so I'm calling that X5 complete. Oh. Keep in mind, I've already fucking beat this game. I beat this game a long time ago. Not so long a time ago. I do like X5. I do thoroughly enjoy this game. Okay, let me put that out there. I may bitch a lot, like I bitched in Colony Wars, like I bitched. Well, I didn't bitch that much in Mega Man Legends, but I did bitch occasionally. I bitched all the way through Code Veronica, but that was because the game kept giving me the finger. I bitched. I haven't bitched that much through Parasite Eve. I haven't bitched as much through Parasite Eve as I have through Code Veronica, except for maybe the Chrysler Building. Ugh. Yes, the Chrysler Building is coming, but I've been forced to, Hello? At the player select screen. Position the cursor on X up 2 times, then down 9 times. Oh, okay. This is to get, like, the ultimate armor and the black armor. I didn't know it told you how to do it at the end of the credits if you waited long enough. I didn't know that. Huh. I didn't know that. You know, I may bitch, but I enjoy this game. I've enjoyed playing it. Definitely. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys later. So, later.